Welcome back to the channel. We're throwing in a bonus episode for good reason. The winter is coming and I do not want you guys out there sleeping on a key piece for your golf game. But before we get into it, as always, be sure to hit subscribe and hit notify so that you don't miss any of these bonus episodes that I'm going to be creeping up on you every now and again. 17th hole at Pebble Beach. It's a dream come true. You've got the Pacific Ocean just playing out in front of you there before you get to that iconic 18th and head towards the clubhouse to get yourself some of the finest food in North America that sits in there. But before we do it, you might come here this winter and be hitting golf balls in a simulator like this. You could well be practicing in an indoor facility. What is the key piece that I always hammer you guys about before we get into the start of 2024, when we're going to be talking about equipment for your game, we're going to be talking about things that help you? Of course, there's one piece that's so important. You've heard me talk about it before, and I'm stoked to have it here today, and it's going to be Tour Aim. You're going to receive this product with 4 of these alignment sticks. I've shown it to you guys before, but I'm going again with it because it's so clutch for you becoming a great player. Also with this device, you get this little bad boy. What is this? Why do I need it? Alignment can kill you when it comes to your indoor practice, when it comes to practice in general. We can find ourselves getting lost in the orientation. Yeah, put the golf ball down, aim up to the target and off you go. But how many people actually get this wrong? The face is what hits the ball. The face is what's going to impact where this thing goes. As I work through my full swing kit monitor or I look at my full swing simulator information, it shows me the face and how it impacts to the path. Right now at this stage, if we can learn all about this, we can get better. Then it dictates what golf clubs we use, but it also guides us down those shaft choices, club changes, the times you need a lesson, but it all comes back to alignment and it comes back to this face hitting this ball down that target line and orientating yourself correctly to that. How many times do we make mistakes? How many times do we get it wrong? Because I see amateurs out there or folks going for golf lessons, and this is why you see, if you literally search on YouTube, plenty of stuff about shallowing the golf club, getting it in the correct position. It all comes from poor alignment. And poor alignment comes from aiming the face at the target and then aiming our feet at the target, our hips at the target, our shoulders at the target, absolutely our nose, our eyes, everything we can get straight at the target, which then causes you to swing what's deemed as over the top this way and get into some horrific habits that cause you to make some real problems. And to be fair to most of us out there, you have to adjust to hit certain golf shots. Quick story for you, back in the day when I fit golf clubs for consumers a lot more, a lot of what I would do, you could tell when someone walked in the door, you were going to give them a head that the face angle would be lined up going left of the target to compensate for this right alignment, and the shaft would perhaps be a bit softer to help them draw or try and draw that golf ball onto the target line. As I moved to fitting on tour, it became the polar opposite. The drivers I'd be fitting would be set up, if anything, to leak to the right, because tour players were aiming up correctly and giving everything they could into the speed and the release of the blade. So the fit at which you gave for an amateur golfer like you and I versus a tour player was polar opposite. So how do we make sure that it's bang on? Tour Aim comes in. Out the gate, you want to ensure that you are lined up parallel left to the target. Imagine now, and I'll start with this one down the middle. I've got the line on my full swing simulator that goes ball to target that we can see here. It comes all the way back. So let's start with putting one down there to give us that alignment that is ball to target. Then you want to be able to set yourself up as if you're on a train track going parallel left. Ball to target, key phrase, club face, golf ball, face, ball, target, aligned. Simple, you can all do that. Then we want to stand, if we can, parallel left to this target line. So you're going to have another Tour Aim alignment rod sitting down there, but as a visual, because of how the golf club moves, we would also like another one in there. That would be our ideal world. But how do you recreate this perfect orientation every time and not get off? That's where the folks at Tour Aim, and this is why I love these guys, have come up with this bad boy. Now you are going to see the little mouse's hole in there as well. That's for potting. I'll cover that in a different video at another time, but not for today, because this is your indoor practice and this is going to be alignment. So pop that down, then simply slide your tour aim into the holes that you have, get your alignment rods in there, go with your ball to target line. How simple was that? Everything does fit into my golf bag, no problem. Everything is lightweight, everything's easy to carry. Take some time to set the orientation, get that ball to target line for your indoor practicing facility, perfect. At that point, everything has become so much easier. There is a reference point. There is a map to your target at where you're going to go. Now life seems to look a lot better, and as you practice and get ready to play this fantastic golf hole, you can simply build your stance, build your golf game, build everything you do around this. So ball to target again comes into play. It's aligned, the face goes in, the body goes in. I like to do it, if you remember back to Greg Norman in the early 90s, I like to do it if I'm really working on alignment with right foot first. He would go left foot, right foot back, and something like that. Nick Faldo, iconic world number one, former world number one, he would do the same thing. All of these guys, they have a routine that they build, but it starts with the face in first. It starts with alignment, it starts with tour aim. Get in there, move around. Now all of a sudden, you're in a position where, as you set up and look at it, you can simply move around confidently knowing that you're set up perfectly. Ball to target. And you can hit a golf shot that really doesn't leave, how good's the view, that target line, and you can bang it in there to about 15 feet. And you know then from the feedback that these tools give you that this was correct, that 9 out of 10 times you can get feedback on golf shots that is correct, and you can end up with results that are pretty awesome like that one, and you can enjoy your practice and get feedback with it. Now another great benefit from this is, for me, I might often quite like to shape golf shots. Sometimes if you're an advanced player, you want to change your alignment, you want to change how you do things. At that stage when you do it, it's really good if you can bring back all these feelings. Yeah, we're in a beautiful place right here. Yes, we're seeing the target out there, but what if I want to hit a fade? What if I want to, and this is where the full swing simulator is great for this, I want to get the path going left and I want to shape one. Well, now you can use that same ball to target line, but you can bring in the left side and try and hold the face. So if we're trying to fade one, modern day, build your stance, build your swing, put the club face in, but now I want things a little bit left. If I was going to go with this fourth alignment tool, I could have that slightly left, couldn't I? So that one now is offset versus that. I want to bring in the left side. Again, do my Greg Norman, Nick Faldo entry point. I want to get a little bit left of it. For me, as a fader now, start left of that, start left and just hold it through. Think about table tennis, think about tennis, hitting a drop shot in tennis. You might hold it through, hold the face. Now your practice is really giving you a feel for face orientation rather than grinding on all these tin cup swing mechanics. You're turning your practice into feel, aren't you? So let's see if I can do this, give you a little bit of off the left side. Face goes in, want to hold the face, really recreate playing golf. Didn't quite strike it, but it's got that little fade on it. It's going to be short, but it had the shape on it. Beauty of full swing, beauty of practicing. We can pull it again and we can go again. Fade wasn't pure, but let's, for the sake of the video, go for the draw. So now we go the opposite. I set that up slightly down the right side. I've got my blue line that fell left to right, my white line that was almost straight. Now I want to bring in the right side, face goes square, turn everything. Now everything closes, hips, shoulders. Let's hit this nice little sweet draw in there. See if we can turn one. Beautiful. Much purer golf shot. Swinging into the target. That one's going to be tight. That one's going to be money. I might work on the fade a little more. Actually, we'll tap that in and move down the last, shall we? Just take a look at that one. Please replay for the YouTube edit. Fantastic. But that's a good golf shot. I wish I could live there. Obviously, the draw suits this hole. But it gives you another feel for shot shape, alignment, body, where it needs to be. There are other features to this great product, as to how we can work, and I've touched on them before, for different planes. I've got 5 iron, I've got 8 iron. You'd place that to put you in different positions. For my example that I played there, the fade maybe wasn't perfect, it was probably timing, so it would be harsh of me to position this and perhaps, look, I can move it, I can interact, I can pop this for me, I might move it back there, I might lose the ball to target line. I probably wouldn't in this scenario, but again, just working on the fade if I wanted to do that, and then I could give myself an option with alignment sticks to give me something to miss that's physically there and to direct my club as to where it needs to be. It's a fantastic tool. It has a purpose for outside that I've shown you before, but it also has a purpose through your winter training. If you're going to put time in, you're going to be serious about your game, alignment is something you cannot afford to sleep on. So it's something I'm a big believer in. I want you guys to check them out. I'm going to put the link down in the description below. Be sure to dive into that and take a deeper look at terrain. I guarantee you it's one of the few tools that will help your game. But before you go, be sure to hit subscribe and hit notify, because I crept up on you on this little bonus edition, and I might do it again here before the year's out. This is a bonus, but there'll be another video for you next Tour Truck Tuesday. Be sure to check it out.